In this video, we're testing grass seed planting depth. I'm using buffalo grass. This is the green that you see right here. And I'm going to be planting it in the dirt patch right behind it. I'm going to be planting some buffalo grass seeds at a variety of different depths, just to see which ones germinate the fastest. All right, so I just took my screwdriver, put some painter's tape around it. I put the bottom of the tape at 1/8 of an inch from the tip. First line is 1/4 of an inch from the tip, 1/2 of an inch, 3/4, 1 inch, and this one is 1.5 inch. So I'm going to go out to my parkway strip and I'm going to put a seed down right on the soil, and then at each depth accordingly. I'm just going to poke a hole in the lawn with the screwdriver to the depth marker, and then I'm going to put one buffalo grass seed down in each hole and backfill the hole with peat moss. And I want to see how the seeds germinate, if at all, at the various depths. Now, to improve germination across the board, I took my buffalo grass seeds, one for each planting depth, and I'm soaking them in this container of warm water. This is not hot, it's not cold, it's warm. Buffalo grass is warm season grass. The grass seed obviously needs to hydrate to germinate well, and the temperature matters quite a bit. So I'm going to let this soak for another 30 minutes or so, and then I'm going to go take them out and stick them in the holes in the ground. Lots of people are unfamiliar with buffalo grass, and the seeds look alien compared to many grass types. That's what it looks like before it gets wet and placed in the dirt. The packaging on this container is probably the worst looking buffalo grass imaginable. Hard to believe that they use that as the image, because it does look way better in the lawn. The bag says to plant 0.1 inches deep. So that would kind of be in that 1/8 of an inch range. All right over there, I'm going to be extending my buffalo grass around the parkway strip, but I've got a bare spot in my older buffalo grass. I'm going to do this test right there before I go and I put all of the seed down on the rest of the strip. So we get up close, I put a soil thermometer in the ground just so that I know where we're at. I'm at about 71 degrees right now. It's about lunchtime, about noon. So that number is going to creep up a little bit more, but not too much. We got a cloud-covered day. So right here, I put a tiny little indentation in the ground. I'm going to put my surface level seed right there. Put the indentation there so that it doesn't like move around. I can track the single seed. I'm going to put an 1/8 inch depth seed right there, 1/4 inch depth right there, 1/2, 1, and 1.5. So this line right there is going to be my test plots. Considering I'm priming the seed right now and my soil temperatures are in the 70s, I don't know which one is going to germinate the first, but I'm pretty sure that the first germination is going to be around day 5. It will probably be in one of those. My guess is this one may not germinate and this one may not germinate. But we'll find out. All right, I'm going to say that my indentation there is kind of like that one. So maybe I'll skip the 1/8 of an inch and go straight to the 1/4. Okay, there's that. Since I skipped a hole, I got an extra seed. I'll just put it randomly right here. At about 1/2 inch. So we got two at 1/2 of an inch. All right, now we'll just water it a little bit. Probably should more sprinkle it first. All right, well, I'm in the mood for experiments. I decided to pluck one of my stolons out of the buffalo grass over there. And I'm going to put a little hole in the ground and stuff this into it and see if it reroots down. There's this. I'm just going to do that right there. Put a deep hole in the ground.
I'm going to take that. I'm just going to shove it in the hole. Kind of squish it in with my finger. There. It's silly looking. Big Lieutenant Dangle.
Man, I look good. 7 days have passed, and I've got some grass seed germinating. It all started today. Let me go show you all of the seed that germinated. This is actually pretty interesting because I have 4 grass seeds germinating from various depths. So here we go. Day 7, we've got the surface to 1/8 of an inch level. That has germinated. 1/4 of an inch actually has not done anything. The 1/2 inch has germinated. Here we are at the 3/4 of an inch. That's popping up. But I don't have anything at 1 inch or 1.5. But then over here, this is the extra seed that I had at a 1/2 inch. That's germinated as well. So basically, both seeds that were planted at the 1/2 inch depth have germinated at day 7, along with barely the 3/4 and the surface level. I'll keep monitoring this for the deeper levels to germinate, even if they come up late. I don't actually see that as a bad thing. That just means that they are deeply rooted. As for the sprig that's still in the ground, Lieutenant Dangle here, still there. It looks all brown, but it's still floppy. And that kind of makes me think that it is still hydrated and potentially rooted down deep, bringing moisture up into the stem. So the leaves might have died off, but this does not strike me as a dead plant. It's just a plant with dead leaves on it. We'll see how that goes over the next few days. All right, it's day 9. I did not expect this. Let me show you. I was just about ready to water my spot to keep things moist. But take a look at this. Here we are, surface to 1/8 inch depth. That's up. 1/2 inch depth. That's up. 3/4 inch depth. That's up. I expected maybe here and maybe there to come up, but look what happened here. 1.5 inch depth germinated. And it's sprouted above ground on day 9. Crazy. So within 9 days, we've got everything from surface level to 1.5 inch, with a couple sprinkled in between that haven't come up yet. Here is another 1/2 inch depth planting. That's up. And then if we look at the sprig that I stuck in the ground, I'm going to say it's still floppy. There's my cat. Because it's floppy, I think it's still alive. If it was crispy and not floppy, I think it would have died off. So I think this is still going to come back, but I'm not sure if I'm going to track it long enough for the purpose of this video to show it. Maybe in future videos. Very stinking cool to see that come up. 1.5 inches deep, and it's still sprouted within 9 days.